Hey guys, welcome to Perler Palooza. I'm so excited. I love perler beads or the fuse beads. I had never done these before last year and they are super fun. We are going to make a perler bead mandala. You should have just watched a little video about mandalas if I could find one that was really good. But just in case you didn't, a mandala is just a circle design. In some cultures, mandalas are spiritual or have like sacred meanings, and in other cultures or other things, they're just really pretty designs. Okay, mandalas are seen throughout all of human history in all cultures, and they make really beautiful designs when we are making art. Okay, so the first assignment you're going to have today is to make a perler bead mandala. You're going to have some different designs that look like these. They're going to be cut apart. Some of them are more flower-like, some of them are more geometric. Okay, some of them have ends that don't have a circle, and some of them have a circle. Okay, so I'm going to talk about those. They'll be all cut apart. These are all just together right now for just a second, and then we'll talk about some ways that you can start. Okay, now with your mandala, what we will do is we will tape your mandala to the back of this, and it'll be smaller. Okay, or like we'll cut it so it's smaller so that we can tape it, and then you put your little beads on top. You can use, I'm just using black right now to outline. You do not have to outline, okay? Now I'm just going to use my black to make the circle. Now, it does not have to be perfect to be good with perler beads, okay? And you do not have to outline it, but if I wanted to outline this circle, all right, and let's say I was just trying to make a circle, it would be really hard for me to visualize, it would be really hard for me to visualize what that circle was if I wasn't tracing one. And so then I would end up with a really wonky circle or maybe an oval or something. So these are going to give you more of an approximate symmetry, meaning things are going to be approximately or almost even, okay, rather than really off or really uneven. All right. So if I wanted to do this one, you would have somebody tape it for you, and then you could just fill each section with colors. You could outline it if you wanted to first, but you can see already, like if there's a circle under there, then it makes it easier to make that circle. And what I like to do is I like to kind of go through and do all of the ones that are like definitely on the circle line, and then I come back and kind of fill in to make it more circle-like, okay? All right, so it's not gonna be perfect, right? It's not gonna be exact. It's going to be close, but not perfect or exact, okay? All right, now you don't have to do it that way. So what I'm gonna do is I want to do this pattern right here. All right, it's really simple. I'm gonna find the center, which is right here, okay? And then I want to outline mine first. So I'm gonna take my black beads. Do you have to outline it first? No, okay? But I'm gonna take my black beads and I'm gonna start filling these in and outlining them, okay? These line up pretty good. You might have to fudge a little bit this way or a little bit this way, but they line up pretty good. Or if one doesn't line up perfectly on the edge, you might have to add an extra one or something, okay? So I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna outline it, and then I'm gonna come back and show you what to do next. Okay, you guys, so I've got mine done now. Now look, it doesn't line up perfectly, okay? If I try to line this up perfectly so everything is just nice and perfect, it doesn't. It looks really nice in the video from above. Okay, and that's the goal, to make it look nice, and it's gonna be pretty even, not perfectly even, but pretty even. This little flower shape right here on the inside looks a little small. If I want to, if I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what, I want that to be a little bit wider, then I can take these little black pieces and I can move them out. Okay, but I didn't have to do that. It still looks pretty nice, okay? So now I'm gonna take this out from under it, and you will leave yours on because it's easier with it taped. We can't flip it upside down and untape it, but I'm just taking it out from under so you can see, okay? And it's really nice. It looks really nice and even. It's not perfect, but it's good. Okay, now, You're gonna have a bunch of colors of perler beads, okay? We want you to take just a few at a time. We don't want you to take a bunch at a time. So you can have like 2 colors at a time and fill in those 2 colors and then come back for more. And we're just gonna give you a few like this, because what happens at the end is all of these that are mixed up are gonna go back to the wrong places if we're not careful. Now, if there's only 2 or 3 colors on here, okay, I can take all of these plaques and I can put them back into the black bag, okay? But if there's like a bunch of colors and they're all mixed up, then it's really hard to get those out. Now, I chose pink and yellow because those are 2 of my favorite colors together. And all I'm gonna be doing is filling in these sections. I think I'm gonna do these inside sections yellow, and then I'm gonna do these outside sections pink, okay? And now that I've got it all outlined, all I have to do is start filling it in, okay? And then when you're done with that, we will iron it. Okay guys, so now I'm done with my beautiful mandala. So the reason again it's a mandala is because it's circular. Even though it's not an actual circle, it is circular in nature. It comes out from the center, okay? And it has kind of a circular symmetry, okay? Once you're done with this, you're gonna bring it to us very carefully at the table. We'll put a piece of tape right here with your name on it. And then when we get the chance, we're gonna iron it. So when we iron it, we put a piece of wax paper on top, and then we iron it and it all fuses together, okay? And then while you're waiting for us to iron that, if you wanna make another small one, we have some of these smaller little like shapes, okay? And you can do that. You can make another one if there's extra clear ones. If you just want to make one on a bigger clear one, you can do that. You won't have time to make another mandala, so make sure that you're doing something kind of small, or if you want to do one on one of these, that you make it kind of small, okay? All right, let me get my iron. All right, now these do get very hot, so when we iron them, we just lay it on top of this. The wax paper keeps it from sticking to the iron, but you can see the design coming through. My iron is currently unplugged, so we'll see how long I have to do it for it to work. And then we also have keychain components. So if you want us to turn one, you can have one turned into a keychain, maybe 2 if we got a small group, but one turned into a keychain for you, then we can do that. Okay. This section right here. So then what happens is I'm going to pull this off. Now this gets very hot, so we don't want you touching it until we're ready for you to do it. Okay, but as it cools, it will pop off on its own, and you'll have your very cool design on the other side, okay? And like I said, we can make one of these, either this, or if you make another small one like this and you want us to do that into a keychain, then we can do that for you, okay? All right, and then those are our perler beads. So I hope you have a great day today with our Perler Palooza.